Hi, I'm Carolyn Stager, Executive Director of the Oklahoma Municipal League. OML is proud to partner with the Mayor's Council of Oklahoma and the Oklahoma Municipal Assurance Group in the production of this training DVD. Our video will feature mayors from each form of municipal government in Oklahoma, highlighting the statutes that govern their operations in each community's best practices. For over 100 years, OML has been an important partner to Oklahoma cities and towns. This DVD continues a rich heritage of service to municipalities that the League, the Mayor's Council of Oklahoma, and OMAG are known for. The debut of this DVD at the 2016 Congress of Mayors in Guthrie is a fitting way to kick off the new year. Thank you to all the mayors who serve our communities with an unmatched civic pride.
Hi, I'm Stephen Reel, General Counsel of the Oklahoma Municipal Assurance Group.
My name's Sue Ann Nicely, General Counsel of the Oklahoma Municipal League.
And today we're going to talk to you about how to be an effective mayor in your community. Now, the hard part, of course, was you ran for office and you were elected. Or maybe you were selected from amongst your peers on your town board or your council. But when it comes down to it, who has trained you how to be a mayor? If you were sitting on the council or trustees, you probably learned from whoever the mayor was before you. But did the mayor know how to do it right? Did the mayor know the rules of the game to be an effective mayor? Maybe, and maybe not. Our purpose today is to share with you what the statutes say mayors are allowed to do in your form of government. I think the key overriding message today is that you're not as big as you may want to be, because municipal government is about the limitation of powers for elected officials. And today we're going to go over some of those powers by what form of government you may be serving in.
Well, in many ways, the legal landscape is much more complicated than it was when I started 30 years ago. Many more statutes have been passed, Congress has passed laws, courts are ever-changing in new constitutional rights particularly, as well as increased areas of liability for municipalities. That makes your city attorneys more vital than ever in you navigating those course of change. How about you, Stephen?
It's always been about the money when you think about it. Going about 30 or 40 years ago, mayors were concerned about getting federal grants. Federal grants was the name of the game. But that money dried up. Then it was state money. State grants, and that source of revenue has also dried up. Now today what I've seen is economic development drives what mayors in their communities do. Once again, in search of money so that you as an effective mayor can deliver services to your constituencies. And mayors, we appreciate the public service that you deliver to your communities. We also appreciate the partnerships that have been developed here with the Oklahoma Municipal League, the Oklahoma Municipal Assurance Group, and the Conference of Mayors that allows us to serve you to make you effective leaders in your communities.
My name's David Weatherford. I'm an attorney in the Tulsa area. I represent several different cities that operate with different forms of government. As we discuss the role of mayors and what their jobs are, we need to understand the different forms of government that those mayors operate in. For example, we have an aldermanic form of government in Oklahoma in which a mayor has a great deal of authority with day-to-day operations and also has a tremendous role in how meetings are conducted. In a strong mayor form of government, the mayor performs a role that's very similar to that of a city manager, with exclusive authority in a number of areas, including a lot of authority in the day-to-day operations of the city. In the council-manager form of government, the city manager has exclusive authority over day-to-day operations and exclusive authority over the personnel of the city. And the mayor in those cities is precluded from being involved in those decisions. In the town trustee form of government, there's a lot of flexibility for elected officials to decide how they want to handle the operations of the town and to determine whether they want to delegate some of that authority to a town administrator. But regardless of how they operate, they should have clear rules so everyone understands exactly how they're going to operate and what role they are to perform, including the mayor. Lastly, a number of cities have charters, and those charters may dictate how the city operates. Most of the time, the charter is based on one of the statutory forms of government in some way, and it's important to understand how that charter may be similar to or differ from a statutory form of government. Regardless of our form of government, there are some powers to mayors that are common for everyone. First is the appointment or recommendation for appointment to various boards and commissions of the city. Second is to conduct good meetings and business meetings of the city. There are a number of reasons that's an important role for the mayor. First and foremost, good meetings create an image of the city, and it's important that we have a positive image and a business-like image for our cities because it helps with everyone we deal with, from vendors to economic development partners. And it's important to understand we always practice civility at meetings with the public, with other elected officials, and with the employees of the city. It's important for mayors to find a way to make service to our city enjoyable for everyone involved, because we want good people to want to be involved with our cities. It's important to improve the work environment for our employees by having good meetings, and city employees need to know that they can appear at meetings and it'll be a positive event for them and a positive part of their job. It's an important part of their work. Mayor must ensure that the other elected officials also know their limited role, and it's the job of the mayor first to ensure the other council members and board members follow the rules, behave as they should at public meetings, and uphold the mission of the city. This is something that cannot be left to city employees or really to anyone else, as the mayor is required to make sure the other elected council members know the rules and follow the rules. It's important for a mayor to assist and encourage your city to provide good training to not only its employees, but its board members, and to be sure everyone knows the rules and what their common goals are. We have some great mayors in Oklahoma, and the best ones understand their limited role based on their form of government and perform within that role. Great mayors lead by example with the highest of ethics, and if they have an elected official who does not live up to that standard, they know they've got to deal with it, and they know it's their responsibility. Conduct at meetings is very important, and it's important that our great mayors show that meetings can be held in a professional manner and in a business-like manner. Our great mayors build a consensus with other elected officials and with staff, always working toward building a team that can accomplish great things. And the great mayors, lastly, are never afraid to evaluate how their city is performing to determine what they can do better and what they can do best. We've created a good barometer for evaluating the operations of the city with the stability test, and we'll be using it to improve how our cities operate so all of us can get better at what we do. Great mayors serve the public well, and I would encourage all of us to do a better job of promoting what we do well, because the cities of Oklahoma, led by great mayors, are the economic and development centers that are necessary for our state to progress.
Menus 1 through 4 will provide you with an overview of the different forms of government in Oklahoma and observations from mayors serving in each one. Menu 5 features Frank Crawford, president of Crawford & Associates, with a basic overview of budgeting, auditing, and accounting. Menu 6 features town administrator Mike Nunley, the 2015 City Manager of the Year, as selected by the City Management Association of Oklahoma. Mike will discuss community and economic development, highlighting the successes experienced in Manford.